Yo, what's up guys? It's JoeCrush again. And today I have a video I wanted to make and this one is a question that I came up with during my research and going over some info, making some more Jack 8 vids. And yeah, this is something I didn't even know that was in the game. It really surprised me. I can't believe I didn't know it in the beta. But today I'm going to try to explain it as best as I can to y'all so y'all are not as confused as me when you start to get uh, your hands on Jack 8 and play around with the stance. It'll make more sense to you um, once you watch this video. So yeah, the question we're going over today is what's the difference between Gamma Howl and Gamma Charge? So a lot of you might not know what Gamma Charge is. You probably know about Gamma Howl, the new stance. So yeah, let's go into both of these things. We'll first start off with Gamma Howl. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start the video right now. So yeah, Gamma Howl, that's the name of the stance. Let's write it down right here. So these moves will be considered Gamma Howl moves. We'll first talk about Gamma Howl 1. Regular stance get into it by 3+4. So Juggernaut Hook, Gamma Howl 1. Regular knockdown mid. Let's write down that it's 20 damage. Knocks down K and D. And still safe. Go ahead and add that to the list. Always nice to have that on there. Oh yeah, and no chip. Okay, and then moving on, we have Gamma Howl 2, aka Exciton Blast, chip damage on block. Let's go back 1 second. Yeah, nice stuff. 40 points of damage. That is a lot of damage. Just go ahead and write that down. Gamma Howl 2, 40 damage. Does knock down. Safe, it's actually plus 11. Plus 11 frames. You can only really just guard break with, the certain things activated. So put a little asterisk to that one, Let's put that. And then, let's see, still does a little bit of chip. Little chip. Okay, let's continue with the video. Here I got some of me using it in real moments. As you can see right here, Gamma Howl regular, like no heat or anything like that, no gamma charge. It's not doing 4-2. You can see right there, that was playing against my friend Azim right here. He had mashed it on me. Yeah, he lets it rip. I'm blocking, he mashes 4-2, didn't work. And then here I'm playing against Trizzy the Rapper. He as well blocked 4-2. I was ripping it right after, so I got someone to try it on me, and then I got to try it on someone else. He's not activated, and you don't have Gamma Charge activated, you're not going to get the guard break. So that's good to know. So and this is where we start to getting into same thing with Gamma Howl 1. Let's put that here. Oh, let's write down the no guard break though. Gamma Howl 1, no chip. Oh, low chip right here. No guard break. And then yeah, we can just see it demonstrated here with Gamma Howl 1 on block is does no chip. Yeah, no chip right there. So this is where we start getting into Gamma Charge. Let's go ahead, type in Gamma Charge. So what is it? Basically, it's not the stance itself. It's a activation that happens when you get hit in the stance. It only works from down 3+4 because it's the only Gamma Howl stance option that has armor. Every other one doesn't have armor. You will get hit out of it. But with down 3+4, it has armor, and when they hit into that armor, it activates Gamma Charge. Looks just like that. Does a real quick knockback, little flex, power up. So it says time with opponent attack, but it's not really that hard to time like a parry. It's just a timed like a parry like Sabaki, like Asuka, you know what I'm saying? Where she holds her hands up, does it for like 2 seconds. Okay, now this is where we get starting into super interesting. He's not in heat. The bot is not in heat. But since it counted as gamma charge right there, I gotta slow this down. Since it counted as gamma charge there, it got the powered up properties. Let me go to speed. Let's bring it out to 2.5. I hit into it, or the bot hits into it. It gets powered up, and it turns into a full launcher. So gamma charge activated. Power up on power up on certain moves when hits in armor. So that kind of covers, that generally sums up what gamma charge is. It's an activated power up on certain moves when hit in armor. So it only so far works on Gamma Howl 1, which we just seen right now. Let's go ahead and write down the properties for that. But let's go put gamma charge. I'm put GC. GC, I feel like us Jack players will do good, so start calling it GC. Gamma Howl 1, gamma charge 1. I'm even confused just saying it right now, going back and forth. It ends up doing 28 damage. It turns into a launcher. Still safe, by the way. Does some chip, going from no chip to where it actually does some now. Yeah, I mean, you know, super powered up. You know, it got increased damage, increased properties on hit. Went from, you know, blue upper does a good chunk, but a launcher is a launcher, you know. And then even if they're able to block it, they'll still get a little bit of damage. And then we'll move on here into Gamma Howl or Gamma Charge 2. GC2. Whoops, skipped a little bit too much. Okay, so you activate Gamma Howl. He hits into it, activating the Gamma Charge. And it makes it do a lot more damage. And not only that, you know, it might not seem like the biggest thing in the world. We get a 6 damage increase going from 40 to 46 damage, which is nice. And it says chip damage on block during heat partially uses remaining time. So both of them do use a heat bar when you use those move in heat. But for Gamma Charge, it's no heat needed. So you're not worried about using your bar because it's not part of your bar. But yeah, 46 damage increase. And the big important thing here is we're going to go move on to the next one so I can show you. Let's go to here. Oops, wrong one. Because you have to, you know, be in a real match to test this. So I'm going to move on to some matches, some real life matches. So I got heat activated. So that's heat activated. You see that's it does the guard break. It does a super big stun. I'm able to get the guard or the heat smash. Same here. That does a Gamma Howl 1. I have heat activated, so it does chip. So that's nice. And this is all with heat being activated. They're the same thing. Heat is Gamma Charge, like you have it at all times. But when you don't have heat, or it's not even activated, or even when you don't have, you used it up, you can still activate it when the bar is gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like two separate things, but they both kind of do the same thing, if that makes any sense. They're just activated in different ways, you know. But it's just like, it's almost like Claudio, where you almost have like two rage drives, like every single round, except this is a little bit different. His starburst is just a powered up from his stance, you know. That's like the Jack starburst. Wait, let's keep watching. Gamma Howl 2. I'm trying to find the one clip. Will it show me here? Yeah, there it goes. So that actually right here activated Gamma Howl or Gamma Charge, and it was just a little bit too slow, so it got hit, and or he was able to block in time. But that's the important part. He still got some chip, and he still got some health back. You know what I'm saying? So even if it's a little bit slow, it doesn't matter. You still get some safety, some insurance damage, you know. A little slow. Insurance damage and heal. Let's keep going. 441 here. And then this is the big important part right here. This is my first clip for it. I brought some more clips from Moyo Ill, one of the Jack specialists out there that was out there during the beta. You hit forward 1, you armor through the hop kick, and obviously you could tell here Moyo Ill didn't know the sauce. It was still, I mean, I don't think a lot of people know the sauce. He doesn't recognize that it's a guard break, and he could hit him with 2-3. Even though he doesn't have heat activated, he still hit him with 2-3. But he goes for a down back 2, and CBM's ready for it. So Gamma Charge 2 activates guard break. Let me write, that's too complicated for GB. Let me just write it out. Activates guard break. Here we have another moment. This one's a little bit better. As you can see here, he gets hits. And instead of, you know, going for the correct option, everyone's still learning. At least he lands a down back 1, which I'm not sure is guaranteed because I know you're just plus 11. So him doing a 12 frame, it's not really, you know, actually guaranteed, but it's better than getting launched like Moyola did with down back 2. Yeah, so he gets hit into it. The forward 4 gets armored through. He activates Gamma Charge. And even though Heat's not activated, you can see Heat's not activated for Jack. You still get the guard break. So that's the key point of this stance in this parry activation. There he gets parried. So basically this turns your stance into like how scary it would be in Heat, and it's really scary in Heat. So the fact that you can do this without having to use your bar is just you have to time the parry well is super nice. The only drawback is that these options have to be fast enough to hit and punish whatever they just got armored, which is like not always the case. That doesn't always happen, especially with the 1 because it was a little bit slower. I think that's why they ensured it did chip damage. So even if you don't hit it because it's so slow, you'll get something. The 2, they have to block it. It becomes a guard break. So unless like they got to be so ready to make that quick second like decision in their mind, like, oh, I just got parried from Jack. I got to guess for my life now. Like who, when you're getting parried like that, who's really gonna, you know, be on point? I mean, you know, you're just gonna have to like flail around and panic or hit some kind of panic button. Maybe do your own armor, cause yeah, you're just gonna get wrecked by the safe launching mid that tracks or the high guard break, you know. But there was some sauce that I want to see. One drawback to it that I did see that seems to be a common trope. It's more so about, let me unspeed it up. It's more so about heat engagers themselves rather than the stance. But check out this. This heat engager completely beats the stance. He was supposed to get a parry there. So let me write that down. Heat engagers beat Gamma Howl. And that's for like a lot of parries. Even like I think Jin's like parry and Leroy's parry where they can parry everything. Heat engagers just nullify all of that. They're super homing moves. They're super safety moves. Like they take priority over everything else. Everything else will bow down to them. And Gamma Howl is no exception. So I just want y'all Jack players to keep that in mind. Heat engagers do get beat by or beat Gamma Howl. So don't be spamming it too much because there's tons and tons of heat engagers in this game that can just murder you like nuclear bombs, you know. Like I mean Jin's has like 4-2, the that new one or no, that's a heat smash, but I think those are the same as well. Like any heat affiliated move just nullifies all parries, all armor. You know what I'm saying? They really want that to be like the defining move, which is weird for an aggression game, but just want to let y'all know, be wary. Don't spam it too hard. You're going to have to find another option to beat that. Okay, and this one is another neat little option that I just want to show y'all that I saw. He does 1-2-3 here. I'm going to put this in slow-mo. Or let's watch it out the full thing. 1-2-3 tries the armor. He gets hit. And then he gets 1-2, and then he just lets the armor rip, and CBM waits him out. But let's watch that in slow-mo just to get a better understanding. Okay, so activates or goes into a heat engager. Oh, this is the other clip. So yeah, he does 1, 2, 3. You can see Moyo tries to armor there, and at first you don't really know what kind of armor move he tried to do, right? It just happened too quick, you couldn't really see. What he tried to do, you just see the little smoke coming off of him. You get hit by the follow-up. But luckily for us, he does the exact same thing. He gets hit by 1, 2. He tries to Gamma Howl. So to me, that confirms that you need more than 10 frames for it to work. Because 1, 2, 3 is supposed to be interruptible by 10 frames on the third hit. And, you know, the fact that he just got hit out of it, it's like not a good sign. I mean, maybe that's some kind of balancing factor to it. Like you need a lot of time to activate it. I'm not sure how much, but I know it's more than 10, you know what I'm saying? Which is not exactly like, you know, say a Flash where you just need like 7, 6, you know, whatever it is. I'm sure some more Yoshi mains can help me out in chat. But yeah, let's go ahead and write that down. Need more than 10 frames for Gamma Howl. Because it would be really nice there for you to activate Gamma Howl. You get Gamma Charge from absorbing the 3 into the heat mix-up, you know, or just the Gamma Charge mix-up. Same thing, you know. But unfortunately, it looks like you need more than 10, so. Okay, and then moving on to the next clip, the final clip. Just kind of puts a little cherry on the whole entire stance. Just some food for thought with this one. This is a last clip from CBM and Moyo, two super high level Korean players, right? So look at this high level meta that they've already established. This was like a long time ago in the beta. He parries, he waits for him to throw out the Gamma Howl and do like a forward 4, you know, anticipating that he'll armor through something and just hit him with the forward 4. I mean, it could have been any option. It could have been, you know, Gamma Howl 1 or 2 like we talked about, but he likes to use Gamma Howl forward 4 because how quick it is. It hit more reliably than even the 2. You know, it's way faster than the Gamma Howl 2. Yeah, let's slow this down just for a second. Let's go back. Slow this down to 25. So get chipped a little bit by the forward 4-2. Dash up low. It gets blocked. He punishes him, and he's minus, expecting that he's gonna get. He sees him dash up. He's expecting that he's gonna attack. But so he goes through. He activates Gamma Howl, and just kinda. I mean, it's probably what he's gonna do the entire time. He just threw out Gamma Howl forward 4, but CBM waited for that, and it's like very clean parry. I mean, that's some usual Jin master CBM stuff right there, you know. Even you can look at Jin. Jin like glides with Jack. Jack's just such a powerhouse. Even though he's Sabaki's, he still kind of has to move with the power, push him back, you know. So yeah, gets punished. Panic buttons Gamma Howl. Just throws out forward 4. You know, and this could have been a mid. This could have been the high. This could have been, you know, any mid winning one of the mid highs, and it still would have been parried, you know. So it's just such a smart option. And it makes it, you know, you get it feels really defeated for the Jack player. Like, wow, what are you supposed to do there? And luckily for me, I'm already starting to think of what I should do there. I'm starting to think that I should hit you with the Gamma Howl 1+2 grab, because in this game, anytime you do a parry, like you know, Leroy's parry, or Jin's parry, or any other regular Sabaki, grabs will just straight up counter hit it and give you the free grab. It's a new mechanic, new system change that they put in to, you know, increase aggression and nerf parries a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And just kind of a huge buff to grabs. And so that's a huge key part to this entire setup. It's like at the very end of, you know, just the Gamma Howl mix-ups in the stance, a player would just be patient and just parrying like that. There's not a lot you can do. Jin players have always done that, you know? So even in this deep of the meta, there's still an option, which would be, maybe I will panic Gamma Howl, but I'm going to do the 1+2, and you're going to be expecting the parry. So instead of you parrying my parry, I'm going to counter your parries. It's like 3 layers deep into the lasagna. So, you know, Jack, he's going to be full of endless mind games, full of capabilities. This is even at the highest level, you know, Korean level. So I'm super excited to see what I can do for this character. Super excited what I can do with the stance. I hope y'all understand better a little bit what Gamma Charge is, what Gamma Howl is, and they're not necessarily the same. They are a part of each other. And the same thing with the heat. I mean, the Gamma Charge power up is just heat. You know, heat in a little burst, just one time. So yeah, hopefully you get a better understanding. Let me know if you don't. Let me know if you have any more questions. Drop them in the comment section. And please, guys, leave a like and subscribe. And catch me on the next one.